It's Ebro and Rosenberg, mostly Ebro and Rosenberg. I don't know what happened to Laura Styles. Is she on mommy duty? What
She's
happened?
on assignment.
She's on assignment. All right. Well, look, we got Violent J of ICP joining us. Big up for didn't Gathering of the Juggalos just happen?
Just happened last weekend.
How are you still recovering, sir?
I'm fine. This gathering, the word of the 24th annual gathering of the Juggalos, I would say, and I don't even know if I'm using this word correctly, but fluidity.
Fluidity. It was smooth.
It was smooth.
It flowed.
It was smooth. There wasn't like one hiccup. Like usually we're like 2 hours for something or something goes over 2 hours late and things get backed up and everything. This motherfucker was smooth, and there wasn't a crippling heat wave. You know what I'm saying? Or a monsoon that comes in like every year.
Well, because the crippling heat wave doesn't help with the smell of the porta potties. That's always the bad part. Oh, no, that porta potty smell with some humidity and rain and all that, he's doing bad out there.
I'll tell you this. It's like an old school Juggalo tradition to fuck up the porta potties.
Yeah, I know, right? Which is why I brought it up.
That's a bad thing, because that's a very bad thing. We've lost you wouldn't think it, but the porta potty renting community is not as big as you might think. You know
everybody knows everybody.
Yeah. So people are like, yeah, I got 45 porta potties destroyed by those motherfuckers last year. Don't rent. So we literally, not this year, but last year, we almost couldn't have the gathering, because you can't have a gathering without porta potties.
Well, so now did the Juggalos get the memo, like leave the porta potties alone?
Well, it's a delicate balance, because we usually don't ever try to police anything, right? If we make any kind of comment like that, it could backfire. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So we kind of like said, it ain't cool fucking with the porta potties. And so then we noticed the next year the damage increased, But this year, I don't know how my brother was able to get the porta potties last minute last year, but we did get them. But this year, it was just smooth, man.
Good.
The whole fucking thing.
Could it be, Jay, because you had the God MC Rakim Allah? Maybe he brought that energy.
Pure respect. Everybody just stifled.
Stand down.
They didn't want to take a
stand down.
That's right. They didn't want to take a chance of anything getting fucked up or postponed or canceled, God forbid. So because Rakim was in the house, everybody fucking stifled.
What was it like? What did you get a moment with Rakim? What was he like? What were his impressions of the gathering like?
This is such some bitch ass shit, but I was asleep.
What?
I know Julie's fault. I know Shaggy's fault. I was asleep, man. Like, we go till about 4:30 in the morning doing different events and everything every night, and then we're back up at noon again, painting up for the next day's things. And man, my old broken body just shut down on me, and I needed those couple hours and a half.
Man, we getting old, man. Shaggy Too Dope can move around. Well, I was gonna ask you about your health too. I read an article about you was having some setbacks with your health. You all right? You in the game? You focused?
Yeah. See, I had shit. It's such a hard word to hear when they tell you this, but I had a heart failure.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I was like, But what they did was they did this procedure called a fibrillation, where they kind of went in through my thigh. I guess they burnt like a scar off that was on the outer layer of my heart. Anyway, the point is, my heart failure is gone. Like, my heart is beating regularly again. Yeah, you know what I mean? And they said it could last 10 years. It could last 5 years. It could last 20 years. We don't know. But right now, everything's where it was, before I had heart failure, And my heart failure was irregular heartbeat. You know what I mean?
Well, so that's why the sleep is even more important, bro, because sleep and the heart is hand in hand, man.
That's right, brother. And man, but yeah, before I had the procedure, I would lose my breath quicker. You know what I mean? Because of the irregular heartbeat. And we actually did 2 shows before I had the procedure. We did 2 shows with the AFib, they call it.
Oh, yeah, the AFib. Yeah,
and, I was able to do it. I just had to pace myself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was able to, I did the shows, which was a huge relief because I wanted to make sure that should my heart flip back to irregular heartbeat, I could still perform. You know what I'm saying? I just can't be fighting motherfuckers.
No.
Fighting days is over, Jay.
It's time to retire. Time to retire from fighting.
You know,
nothing knocks your wind out quicker than fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, bro. I know you were Violent Jay. We need a new name. Maybe you're
non-violent Jay.
You're Vibrant Jay now. Now you're Vibrant Jay.
Yo, Ebro, that's a good one. I like Vibrant Jay.
I've never heard that either. Never. Vibrant
Jay.
Vibrant and violet, as in the purplish hue.
There you go. Yeah, you're Violet J now.
Now, by the way, speaking of fights, Ebro, before we got on the air, mentioned you had a rant about CM Punk. I just looked this up. So you guys bumped into each other at TNA years ago, and he disrespected you?
But that's not why I dissed him. I was sitting in the airport. It was early as fuck. I took a big bag of gummies, and I was just sitting there flipping through, and I came across that press conference where he's sitting there next to Tony Khan, you know, and he's eating the crumpets or whatever. And he's
like 3 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, just talking shit, you know. And Cole Cabana is a good friend of mine, like not like a wrestling associate, but a good friend, you know what I mean? And I was just listening to him run his mouth, and I thought about back in TNA when we went to shake his hand and he wouldn't shake our hand, you know what I mean? And we were just like, what the fuck? You know, like, so and I was feeling good on the gummies, and I was just like, fuck this fool. You know?
Fuck this motherfucker, CM Punk.
So I wrote on, it was funny was, at the end of it, I was like, I wish you'd fight me, motherfucker. Come fight me. I said something like, you got your ass kicked by jobbers in the UFC. Come fight me. And then after I posted, I thought, you know, I hope he doesn't come fight me because he'll kick my ass.
He is. I've seen him recently, Jay. He is in good shape. He is in very good shape. And I'll also say this. Listen, I don't know the status of him in Cult and if anything ever got better or whatever. I will say, since he's come back to WWE in my dealings with him, he has been nothing but on the up and up, professional, kind. Like, he does seem to have turned over a new leaf in some way.
Well, now, so I'm not, what was he before? Just
he wild style.
Yeah, he was wilding out a little bit in AEW. He was wilding out a little bit.
He's got like attitude problems sometimes. But this is my speculation, brother. Where else does he got to go to make that kind of money, though? You see what I'm saying? Like, if he fucks up in WWE too, where can he go to make that type of bank?
Well, sometimes that's a healthy realization that you've ran out of rope here in life, and you better chill the fuck out.
But real talk, I think he's an incredible talent. I don't like him. I feel like he probably suffers inside. That's my speculation, because what really got me that morning was when he was talking about, CM Punk shares a bank account with his
You mean
mom.
Colt Cabana.
That's everything you need to know right there. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? I shared a bank account with my mom before she passed. Like, what the fuck kind of statement is that? Is there something wrong if somebody shares a bank account with their elderly mom? Like, I don't fucking understand that. It's not like their mom's out gripping Benzes and shit. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like, anyway, but he didn't deserve what I gave him, but I don't regret it. I don't really care enough.
But so the only part you regret is you do not want to fight CM Punk.
No, I do know he would kick my ass. All right, I do know that, and I felt, and when I said that, I thought, I hope people don't really think that I think I could kick his ass, because I definitely know I couldn't kick his ass.
Insane Clown Posse has continued to be revered in this kind of, underground legendary status, whether it's in wrestling, whether it's the Gathering or Juggalos. And you were telling us before this conversation, you guys got some plans this year. What are you guys up to?
Man, all I know is we got the invite to the MTV VMA.
Okay.
Man.
Whoa.
And here's why that's the shit to us. I mean, no, we're not performing. We're not giving out no award or nothing like that. But we are crip walking down that fucking red carpet. You know what I'm saying? Not actually, but you get it. We're dancing down that red carpet, and we feel like we got there on our own terms. Okay. Now, today, the term sellout is almost completely irrelevant because now you got pop songs talking about, girl, the way you suck my dick is hellacious.
Right, yeah, right. The crazy content you guys used to put in records is now mainstream.
Yeah, exactly. But we come from a time where artists had to actually alter their music purposely to get it on MTV. You know what I'm saying? They had to take the art that came out of their heart and out of their soul, and once it was there, they had to go back and basically censor themselves. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or censor themselves in the initial writing for that purpose. And I don't believe art should be censored at all. If your song comes out without cussing in it, that's fine. You don't have to go out of your way to make cussing or to not make cussing. But I believe art should just be what it comes out as. You know what I mean? And we never had a hit. ICP don't have no hits.
No.
You know, we don't have no hits. We don't have that song everybody knows us for, you know. So to get that invite to the MTV red carpet, man, it means everything to us because we feel like we're walking that red carpet and we got there by our own terms, you know what I mean? Without conforming when that was the norm back then. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the staple. Like I remember when we were on everything, when we were on Def Jam, when we were on fucking Hollywood, when we were on Island, they were trying to get us to make that pop song. You know what I'm saying? And we would just be flushed with anger, you know, like, and it was like, we never even came close to trying to make something just for radio, you know? We just made the record, and when it was done, we looked at what could possibly maybe fit on radio, you know what I mean? But we feel like we ended up there regardless, you know? And I don't mean up on the stage winning awards, but to us, just walking that red carpet at the MTV VMAs is fucking probably one of the coolest things we ever did or we're ever gonna do. You know what I mean? Unless we get shot on it or something.
The way I was looking at it is that, you know, basically we won. You know, that's what I've been saying. It's back in the day in the late 90s, MTV didn't just hate us, they didn't just blackball us, but they vowed that they would never, ever, ever work with ICP as long as MTV was around. And here we are walking the red carpet now. You know what I mean? So it's like we won without selling out. You know what I mean? And that's a great feeling.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, as many people as you guys, you know, didn't understand your movement, right? Didn't appreciate your movement. But you guys built not only festivals, touring, merch, and all of the things that you sustain yourself with now as Insane Clown Posse, but then to be invited to this mainstream space and not adjusting any of your brand to conform, it has to feel just vindicating.
Yeah, there's no question, man. Because, you know, sometimes people are like, oh, man, you guys sold out. You know, you're doing this and you're doing that. But selling out is, like you said, it is conforming to their way. And we've never done that, and we never will, you know. And that is the payoff. That is like the what brings the best feeling ever, because you know you didn't compromise what you do for nobody, you know.
I'd also assume too, even having somebody as legendary as Rakim agree to do The Gathering. I mean, you guys have had legends out there too. That must feel great too, that hip hop comes to your gathering, to your fans, to your movement, like, and supports you guys.
It's so funny, man, because we feared our whole career. We feared being old school. We fought tooth and nail to avoid being labeled old school. You know what I mean? It was a nightmare to be old school. And now that we're undeniably old school, it's been the best time of our career, hands down. You know, we're doing festivals. I mean, it's just, me and Joey talk about it all the time. Not a day goes by, not a full fucking 24 hours goes by that we don't stop and think about how crazy this is, you know, because check it out, you guys. We're not one of them. We are not one of them. We are not rap stars. We are not rock stars. We are not wrestlers. And no matter how successful we get or what awesome things we do, it just never feels like we're one of them. You know what I mean? It feels like we're on the outside. Like me and Joey talked about the other day, walking the red carpet at the VMAs, I was telling my girlfriend, I feel like we're going to get kicked out.
They're gonna like call us and be like, psych, we're just fucking with you.
We didn't know you invited them. No, they can't be here. Like, I can feel that anxiety already. You know what I mean? And I'm dead serious. Like, I feel like somebody's gonna be like, oh, somebody should clear that with me, get them out of here. You know, like we don't belong. We're not a part of it. You know, like we've been in our own bubble for so fucking long that we just feel alienated to everything. And when we talked to you guys last together in 2017, that was such an interesting year because that's the year basically everything started to change.
Yeah.
And we came out of this bubble for the first time in like 15 years before we ever did a festival or anything. And we realized times have changed. Like the people Joey was talking about that banned us from MTV, those people are gone.
Right.
It's a whole new generation in there now. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing with radio programmers and guys like yourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a more open-minded generation. It's a different time. And this has turned out to be the most rewarding part of our career as to what we thought was going to be the worst part.
Salute to you both for being able to still be active, right? Because how many artists did you know that started when you started that are not active and don't have a fan base and aren't able to get out here and create art? And then also even having your, faculties and health and support systems to be able to get out here and promote. Like, you have to feel good.
And it's inspirational too, because no one knows where their career journey is going to take them and when people are going to get their flowers. Like sometimes it doesn't come on the timeline that you think it's going to come on. Is there anyone out there that you guys, because you guys had your share of issues with people over the years, did any of those things ever get settled? Any of those it seems that a hatchet's being buried with MTV. Have any other hatchets been buried with you and other artists, et cetera, things like that?
Man, but look, man, like we ain't got beef with nobody that's real. You know what I'm saying? It's like, of course we got our like beef with like people that don't count. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But man, we're to the age now and we're to the point of career now where there ain't no reason to beef with nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's like when we used to beef with Eminem, that's like some high school shit. You know what I mean? Nobody can say, everybody's already said the worst they can say about us. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody say anything worse than has been said about us. It's just like, it's to the point now where we're so used to coming up in that environment of hate that everything, at least for me, rolls off my back. I don't even care no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I know where we're at, and I know, we're unfuckwittable. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't carry a grudge beef with nobody. If somebody's talking shit, it ain't fucking with me. So I don't even care no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever. Like I said, like on an actual effective level.
Right?
Yeah.
Benzino got mad at me not too long ago.
But there's no beef, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think he got mad though. But that's like when you asked if we have any beef, I'm thinking, and that was
but also you guys come from an era where people get irritated, but that ain't beef. Nowadays, with the younger generation, somebody gets irritated, they trying to use the word beef. Beef meant something else in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It meant like on site when I see you, it's on. But just getting irritated, having a disagreement with somebody wasn't necessarily beef.
Well, nowadays too, a lot of people got set up beef. You know what I'm saying? Just to push their careers.
Promo. That's all wrestling. That's promo.
Yeah, no doubt.
Did you sit back, Jay? Did you guys sit back and enjoy the Kendrick Drake at all? What were your thoughts on that?
I mean, Kendrick won. You know what I'm saying? This hands down. He fucked Drake up. with Not Like Us. Get out of here, man. He did some damage with that one.
To me, that was, I think Kendrick got Drake.
Yep.
But going back to Eminem and MGK, believe it or not, I felt like MGK got M on that.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Two things.
Are you being biased, Jay?
Why would I be biased?
Are you being biased because you got history with M?
No, we're cool with them.
No, I know, but
We're
I'm
totally
just asking.
cool.
I'm just asking.
No, brother, no, I don't want no beef with them. I don't want nothing like that. We're
Now, a lot of
cool
people
together.
did say Rap Devil was fire, though. A lot of people did say Rap Devil was fire.
It was, but like, this is what got me, is the way he was eating a cereal in the video. Like it wasn't shit. You know what I mean? He's literally standing in between two tour buses eating a bowl of cereal and rapping. Like, it gave me the feeling as an artist that he wrote the song last night and spit it right in the back of the bus,
right.
and now it's early morning and they're cutting the video. Like it's nothing. You know what I mean? I thought that approach was dope. You know what I mean? Listen, I asked my son who his favorite rapper was. He was like, "You, Dad." And I'm like, "No, JJ, seriously. For real, though, besides us, who's your favorite rapper?" And he thought about it, and he said, Eminem. Listen, then I asked my daughter just last week who her favorite rapper was, and she said Eminem. And I was like, fuck yeah. I'm so glad they didn't say somebody whack.
Yeah, no,
You know
M. If you love raps and you love somebody really getting to the bars, M is right there. And he just put out a great album, too. Lot
Got some
of
joints on there.
lot of
I
joints.
mean, it's undeniable. He's one of the greatest, ever.
Yeah, I mean, hands down, I got nothing but respect, for M, man. And the fact we even had that whole beef and everything is part of our history. It's part of the reason we're here. You know what I mean? Like, just warring with a giant like that gave us credibility. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Listen, Shaggy 2 Dope, Violent J, Insane Clown Posse, fresh off the gathering of the Juggalos, whoop whoop, and all the great things. You guys are headed to the VMA. We just wanted to have you guys on, show love. You know what I'm saying? Big high five and all that for you guys always showing us love and coming on the program. And then next year for the gathering, it's on, right? There's nothing in the way of the gathering for next year.
Next
No,
year's
sir.
25th annual.
Yeah, we're going big next year, man. The 25th annual, man.
25 years of having your own festival.
What is that, like silver or some shit?
I don't
That's-
know.
that's-
It's a lot.
Silver anniversary, something like that. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Well, look,
Listen,
man, thank you for you
We
guys'
love
time
you guys,
today.
man.